Hi, my name is Ruth Lockery. I'm one of the children's Bible quizzing coaches from the Castleton Church of the Nazarene, and I'm the mom of one of the children's Bible quizzers at the Castleton Church of the Nazarene, and I'm here today to talk to you and encourage you to participate in children's Bible quizzing this next season starting in August. Many of you are thinking right now, we can't do it, Ruth. We're too busy, we have too much going on, or we're too small a church. We're not big enough. We don't have a team the size of Indianapolis First Church, or we don't have a team the size of Grace Point. Well, you know what? Neither does Castleton. But I had an experience this year in quizzing that changed my life, and I want you to have the opportunity to have that experience too. And so I'm going to tell you a story. One of the things coaches do during quiz meets is go listen to the children as they recite their memory verses. 20 of them they work on during the season. And during the last quiz meet where the children were memorizing, presenting their memory verses, a little boy came in, I would say 3rd or 4th grade. His name is Keaton. Keaton's mom came with him. She had the verses he'd been working on written on the back of a utility bill. She'd been working with him in the car all the way to the quiz meet. Keaton sat down in front of me and started going through the verses he had left. There were 6 of them. First 3, he rattled them off, no problem. Next one, a little bit slower, but he got through it. And then he hit the 5th one. And he froze, forgot where he was, couldn't remember the verse. I said, Keaton, let's skip it. We'll do the last one and we'll come back to it. He got through the last one pretty good, but then there was this last verse he had to do. Now, when they're at this point in the competition and they've done 19 of 20 verses, the coach can't help. I can't do anything except listen to him do his verse. So I gave him the reference and he started, and slowly but surely, he worked his way through that verse. All I could do was nod my head, yes, yes, you got it, you got it, you got it. And when he finished that 20th verse, he jumped out of his chair and he hugged his mom. And he stood there and cried because he'd done it, he'd accomplished it, he made it. I was so proud of him. It was an awesome moment. You know, when he stood up on the stage, this is the trophy he got. Actually, this is one of the girls at Castleton's trophy. I borrowed it. This is what you get for memorizing 20 verses. You know, by the earth standards, it's not very big, but for me, it was the size of the mansion in heaven, and the smile on Keaton's face told you everything you needed to know about how important it is to be part of children's Bible quizzing. You know, in your church, there's a Keaton. There's a little boy or a little girl who needs you to come alongside and help them study, and help them be ready to come to children's quizzing meets. It doesn't take very long each week. I want to close today by reading you what verse it was that Keaton said. This is my son's study book for his verses. Keaton won his 20th verse. He won his little award by saying Zephaniah 3:17. The Lord your God is with you. He is mighty to save. He will take great delight in you. He will quiet you with his love. He will rejoice over you with singing. God rejoiced over Keaton that day. And God wants you to consider coming alongside and helping a child learn about the fact that God is mighty to save and how much he loves us and the delight he takes in us. Won't you please consider being part of children's Bible quizzing this next season? If you have any questions, contact Dana Metcalf, our Children's Church Bible Quizzing Director. Call me at the Castleton Church. I'll be glad to talk to you about what it means to be part of quizzing. We look forward to seeing you at quiz meets next year. Thanks.